Why the hell are you consuming every information out there? Like anything anyone decides it's important for you to know that day, you just, yes, give it to me. Give it to me. Stop doing that right now. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, I'm really happy to see you. Your life's about to get so good. I'm sure you've all heard or become aware at some point that the internet is a dangerous place. There's lots of information and misinformation that goes around. There are lots of damaging stereotypes, comparing ourselves to other people, seeing the best parts of their lives and thinking that those are the real lives. We're all on it by now. At least I hope we are, to, sort of distinguish reality from social media, even though we still fall into the trap, myself included, like quite often. Yeah, we know that there's lots of information that we need to be mindful with the sort of content we consume. What I want to bring into this discussion today is that, content is also very powerful if used correctly. And I want to focus primarily on art today, which is kind of my favorite thing. I want to help you think of the sort of content you consume daily, which is honestly huge amounts of content. If you combine all sorts of different formats, like all the sources you interact with every single day, it could be like social media is just huge depending on how many platforms you're on. But then, the radio, if you listen to the radio on your way to work or to school or whatever, if you read a book, if you watch the news, if you go home at night and sit in front of the TV and watch whatever channel's on, or watch Netflix, or go to the cinema, or go to a festival or to a concert, or anything you do is input. Like all these things are input for your brain. So if you're trying to improve your life and be in charge of your brain and do things that make you happy, these are all things that you need to optimize. There's no freaking way you're ever going to be able to control anything or improve anything or be in charge of your thoughts by letting everyone else feed you with theirs, because that's what they're doing. Have you ever thought how, like, what sort of purpose does content fulfill? Have you thought about it? I'm going to talk primarily about art, guys, because art is honestly something anyone who knows me, they'll tell you, like, all things art, give me, I'm like starving. The thing is, like, I've been practicing. I'm really trying to get in touch with my creative side a lot more, because I feel like it's sort of dormant volcano that has been put to the back for years because it was never okay. I never thought of art as a serious career path, and I know a lot of people will identify themselves in this, not by my own volition, let's say, but because of circumstances, because of what other people around me thought, because of where I grew up, because of a lot of conditions around me that made me think that art is not viable. It's not going to make me rich, so it's not going to make me happy. I'll be struggling. So I sort of put it someplace in the back of my head and never really explored what I can do in that area. For the last 2 or 3 years, I've been sort of, getting back into it in all ways possible, whether that's like painting, drawing, playing piano, acting, writing. I write a lot, some poems. No one has ever seen them. Yeah. But like, in any way possible, I get to experiment with it. And what I've come to realize is that, art is expression, right? It's expression. How did people ever begin to create art? They had to communicate something and they didn't have the words for it. Think about the people that used to live in caves. They used to draw on the walls, right? That was a form of communication. It was a need for expression. Things that, I cannot communicate in a different way. So I need to get them out of my head and into the world. I need these people across me to know. So I'm going to draw them on a fucking cave, and I hope that, people come after me, see them, and understand what I'm trying to picture here. Personally, the first time I ever took up a pencil to write a poem, I was just fucking sad. I was in so much, I don't want to say pain, but I had so much turmoil going on inside me. Like, the sort of thoughts I was having were too heavy. They were too heavy for myself, and I just needed to get them out from myself and my body and my being and put them somewhere else. Like, they're not here anymore, they're there. And that's sort of what any form of creation is. That's what art is. It's people that need to express. It doesn't necessarily have to be sad, but it's just using my own experience here. That's how any form of art gets created, right? It's someone needing to express something. So when you're consuming content, what you're really doing is receiving someone else's expression in different forms. Obviously, I don't really want to be content is art. There's content that truly is an art, and there's content that's, crap. And I got news for you. Most of the content today is 100% crap. But content is still that. Is someone else's thoughts, feelings that were they took them out of their head and put them out into the real world, and then you receive that information through the means of whatever it is that they produced. A song, a book, a movie, whatever, a video on YouTube. Okay? That's what it is. So when you listen to a song, I'm going to talk about songs because I love music and I'm just obsessed with it. And okay, let's talk about music. When you listen to a song, it's you receiving the information that the singer, writer, creator of the song, producer, let's not forget those people, put into that particular song, right? But music has power. It has feelings. It creates you certain feelings. So maybe a song that was created by someone who was in pain, they were heartbroken over, an ex relationship or something like that, and they put it out into a song. They put their hearts out, and then you're doing fine. The song comes out and you're like, oh, I love this artist, I should listen to it. And then you listen to the damn song and you freaking love it, but it's freaking sad. You were not sad, but the song is so good, it starts making you sad. I'm not trying to say, just stop consuming music and filter out everything you listen to. What I'm trying to say is that if you're really trying to change certain things in your life, and if you're trying to be specific with the sort of thoughts you have, you cannot consume content like this. You need to be very mindful of the triggers you receive. And I'm going to connect this to my mental diet topic, which we've talked in my previous videos. And if you haven't watched them, please go, because it's going to help you out, not because I want you to watch my videos. I mean, both, okay? Okay. You cannot be trying to control your thoughts and achieve your goals in life, and at the same time be a victim of mass production content. You cannot struggle, put effort into telling your mind to behave and catch the negative thoughts, reject them, blah, 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 and then just absorb everyone else's incoming triggers. The good news is that these are triggers that you can control. There's always going to be so many things going wrong in this world, fucked up situations. Well, how about we control those that we can control. Music and cinema and the books you read and all forms of content and expression that you consume is a choice that you can improve on. You can choose to consume the things that are going to help you, the things that are going to make you feel better instead of making you feel like crap. Guys, I have a really good example. I'm from Cyprus, okay? I rarely listen to Greek music, even though there are some really, really, really great Greek artists. And I mean that like very underappreciated because duh, no one speaks Greek in the world. But do you know why I avoid it? Because it's so sad. It's all about love, and it's not just that it's all about love, it's also that it's about sad love, about love hurting, about love falling apart, about love like, and I don't know if it's because it's in my mother tongue and it just hits different, but whenever I listen to Greek music, I get depressed. Guys, I get depressed. I'm like, I'm single, I'm very happy, I don't have anything toxic, any sort of negative feelings towards the concept of love at the moment. Yet whenever I hear Greek songs, I just want to go out on the street, find the first guy and ask him to hurt me. Like hurt me so I can feel this song. I can feel this song, like, you know, to its fullest. I can experience this form of art to its full potential. That's just insane. It's insane. And I'm sure you understand exactly what I mean. Like, I'm sure you know a certain type of music that you've noticed makes you sad. It can be a wonderful piece of, like, wonderful score, amazing lyrics, beautiful, but it's painful. If you're trying to be happier and you're trying to create certain things, control the thoughts that you create for yourself, the thoughts you entertain, you cannot do that. You cannot do that. And it's really, like, it's a sad thing to say, but it's true. Luckily, there's styles of music and options for everything. So my advice here would be to, you know, connecting it again to my earliest videos on mental diets. Just use music to inspire yourself. Use music to create the atmosphere, the ambience you need to do certain things. Personally, I have playlists for everything I do. Everything. And they have specific, like, meanings to them. They have specific vibes. I obviously have a playlist for the gym. I have a playlist for cooking and cleaning. It can be, you know, both. I have a playlist for riding my bike. I have a playlist for riding my bike after yoga. I have a playlist for chilling with friends at home. I have a playlist for shooting these videos. I have a playlist for reading in my bed at night. I have a playlist for going home from the beach when I'm in Cyprus. And like, I can go on and on and on, but these playlists, you know what, how I create them, I listen to songs and then I'm like, this makes me feel like summer. I can almost smell the salt. Add to playlist, blah, blah, blah. And I categorize all these songs based on this. And you know what it does? What I end up with is I end up with a collection of mood setters. Let's put it that way. I just open my Spotify and it's like, okay, I'm gonna do this. Boop, boop. And then it gets me right in the mood, like immediately. Like, I live in Amsterdam, the weather is fucking shit. If I'm going to the gym and it's raining and I cannot motivate myself to get out of the house, you know what? I put on my gym playlist. It's full of Afrobeats and island sounds and like nice, you know, lovey, summery songs. I'm in the gym. It might be pouring outside. I'm enjoying it. In my head, I'm on a beach somewhere. And I'm, you know, getting a summer body, summer ready, okay? I understand that you're familiar with the concept of playlists. You know, Spotify has lots of them and they have this, like, Spotify's algorithms are pretty good. So they also have like really, really nice mood-based playlists that are kind of cool. but they're still not specific to you and your particular goals. You should tailor those to you. No one can do it better for yourself but you. Another example I can give you on this is that I listen to a lot of Cape Verdean, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly, songs, which are in Portuguese, right? A lot of them talk about love, but I don't speak Portuguese. So when I listen to them, I don't really know if it's a sad song or not. So when I listen to them, I just love the music so much. It always gives me like a great booster to my mood. I love it. I love it. Like, it makes me feel like love. And maybe it's like full of heartbreak and sorrow. And I don't know. For all I know, it's amazing music. Obviously, someone who speaks Portuguese is not going to have the same feelings based on this playlist. All art will mean different things to different people. Always. Always. And that's the beauty of it. But that's why you have to be very mindful with the sort of art you choose to consume. I can give you another example, which is, if you're... I'm going to say the same thing again. If you've been experiencing a lot of stress because of work, you finish work at, 5, 6, whatever, and then you go home, you have dinner and just lay on the couch and watch Netflix. What are you going to watch? If you're watching something that is like crime, horror, whatever, stressful sort of story, you're just adding to the stress. I'm not saying these shows are not good. I'm just saying that that's not what you need in this particular phase of your life. What I want you to take away from this is that the world is already fucked up enough as it is. We cannot control everything. We cannot control a lot of the messed up things happening around us. But we can control some things. So how about we do that instead of just whatever? Whenever you're consuming content with no filter, you're basically telling everyone else, please tell me what to think and how to feel today. That's what you're doing. It's like you give up, you let go of any sort of filter in your head, and you allow everyone else's expression to determine how you'll feel today. Well, no wonder we're all like messed up. Like, we can control what we consume. For example, if you listen to the radio and the host is feeling some sort of like they're in their feelings, when they start playing emotional music, sad music, it's just basically you telling them, I don't know what I want to feel like today, so here, can you do it for me? Can you define my mood for me? Don't do that. Don't do that. Select what you consume, select what you listen to, select what you read. Reading, guys, I have different types of reading for different purposes. It's not just playlists. If I'm traveling, I like to take novels with me because it's like a sort of story. I sort of travel in my head too. It's nice. Before I go to bed, I want to read poetry. I like to read poetry or metaphysical, spiritual sort of things because then I close my eyes and I feel like I'm traveling in space, and I like sleeping like that. If it's in the morning, then you bet I'm going to read something more self-development, neuroscience, more like, depending on what you like, of course, I'm just giving examples. But even with my reading schedules or, preferences, I have different times for each type of content that I'm going to consume. I do the same with movies. I've started creating lists. Okay, films to feel inspired. I'm in need for like inspiration tonight. I need to feel hope tonight. I need to be hopeful about something. So I'm going to watch a very inspiring movie. Problem solved. You drift off. You end your day exactly in the mindset you need to be ready for what's about to come tomorrow. And this is why I wanted to make this video, because I think with the amount of content that's available to us today and how easy it is for us to consume these sort of things, it's just a shame to not take advantage of it and to do it right, to use these tools to improve our lives instead of being sucked into them and just, victims of too much information and too much misinformation. Okay, stop watching TV, stop listening to the radio, just listen to your own playlists, albums, support the artists you want to support. Stop watching whatever show your streaming provider will decide to push down your throat this week. It's not because they're good, it's just because it's their original whatever and they're doing some marketing stuff. Doesn't mean you have to watch it. Let me tell you, surprise, most of those things that need a lot of pushing are crap. Good writing doesn't need push. Good stories don't need a push. Good acting doesn't need a push. Okay? Just stop. Select exactly what you're gonna consume at the exact right moment you need it. Your life is never gonna be the same again. Another guarantee from me to you with love. But keep watching mine, because mine are, helping you. I'm helping you. You'll see that the more you do it, the better your life gets, because you're constantly setting the mood for yourself. Don't you love it when you just go to a restaurant and you see that everything is so well thought out? Like they have the nice atmosphere, the nice lights, the right music sets, it sets the tone, it matches the food, the way the people are gonna serve you. You feel like this is an experience. I'm not just here for the food, I'm going through something. Well, that sort of experience is something you can create for yourself every single day. You can make every single experience you have great for yourself. Every little thing you do, even the most boring tasks, the most mundane, like cleaning. Again, when I'm cooking or cleaning, I know exactly what sort of music I need to put on, because then I'm not cleaning and being like, oh, again, my cat messed up the whole place, I'm doing this 3 times a week. No, I'm cleaning and I'm dancing and I'm singing, and I can do this all freaking day. That's how you can hack your everyday life, enjoy art, and support the people that do this well. Because let me tell you, there are some artists out there that are really, really having such a positive impact on this world. I find myself listening to the same artists over and over in the last year, especially, the same people, because honestly, their lyrics and their music, it feels like praying. And I'm not religious at all, but it feels like praying. It does so, makes me feel so good about myself and my life, and so hopeful and very optimistic. And those people, we should appreciate them, we should give them credit, and we should, promote them, support them, and help them so that they can have more positive impact on the world. And yeah. Hey, I was having a lot of trouble with this video because I've been struggling with what I want to say all week, and I've tried creating a script for it 3 or 4 times and it didn't work. And I was like, Maria, you know what? You set a deadline for yourself. You're going to do it with no scripting, with no ideas, whatever. Just stand in front of the camera and talk. And I was like, it's going to be very short. It's going to be 4 or 5 minutes, not too hard. And I've been talking for half an hour, and it's going to be so much easier to edit because it was unscripted and totally natural. And I'm really happy. So this proves that my content is the kind of content you need in life, okay? This is all I wanted to say today. I'm gonna leave you guys to it. And yeah, I'm really enjoying it. Life update for me. I'm really enjoying this YouTube thing, so I'm gonna keep doing it. And yeah, it can only get better from here, guys. Take care of yourselves. Use art, enhance your everyday life. Have fun. Love the little moments, the stupid moments. Enjoy everything you do. And we'll speak again soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.